Good evening, my most esteemed listener. You're listening to 102.8, your local LPFM radio channel that hosts The Vibe. Join us tonight with our most esteemed hosts, Joshua the Wheezy Knight, Jezreel, known as Prime, Iffy the Forever Guest, and of course our AI overlord itself, the Cow Check. For this, I encourage you to sit back, relax, maybe grab some popped corn and probably turn up or down the volume, and of course, vibe with us.
I mean, flowers are good.
Only roses, though.
Only roses?
Yeah, pretty much nothing else. Roses and vines. That's it.
Roses and vines, roses and vines. However that song goes.
I don't think those were the lyrics.
No, they're not. The actual lyrics are silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. It's from the Rankin and Bass fucking what's it called? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Oh,
That.
I haven't watched that in probably 17 years.
I haven't watched it in a couple of years. I kind of want to now. I love Rankin and Bass.
I always thought it was scary.
Claymation?
Yeah,
A lot
only
of people
claymation
do.
that never, like, I was just the way that their mouths move, I don't like it. Only claymation I ever thought was not scary was Wallace and Gromit,
Yeah, that makes sense.
except for that penguin.
I don't
I
remember this
didn't really get into Wallace and Gromit. It
Too
just
British
felt
for you, I
weird
see.
watching it. It just felt weird watching it.
Mm.
I didn't like how it was animated, which is funny because I like most other claymation films.
I love
Like I
claymation.
really like Coraline, for example.
I had
You know, in elementary school, you would tell me you fucking hated
Me?
claymation films, so you wouldn't go watch Coraline with me. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, like repeatedly. You said you don't like claymation animation. You think it looks dumb.
When did I say that?
I could
Coraline.
have sworn that was you.
I think
I
it was
don't think
Coraline.
so.
It started.
No, you know the reason why I didn't want to watch... No, wait. What was the reason? Why didn't I watch Coraline?
You said you did not like claymation.
I think you're thinking of someone else because I love claymation.
I am not.
I think it was Coraline that was one of the first books I read. And I say book lightly because it was basically only pictures. I think that's the reason I started the downward trend into insanity that was immediately followed up by Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
Nice.
I might have been 6 or 7.
Damn.
And it just went off the deep end after that. I think within a year, I had finished Silent Hill 1 and 2. I had seen John Carpenter's The Thing, They Live, also Night of the Body Snatchers, and John Romero's Night of the Living Dead. A couple other things. Yeah, no, it went on. It went into it was a whole thing. Oh, and 9. Oh, 9.
I love
Oh.
that movie.
9.
That's a great movie. Just it's titled 9, like the number 9, and it's
Yeah.
a Disney movie. You should watch it.
Yeah,
Fair
it's very
warning, it's
Disney.
pretty sad.
Really?
I don't remember it being sad.
It's a sad fucking movie.
I was having different thoughts at the time, apparently. Yeah.
Good movie though.
Yes. Source of many nightmares.
Although I do feel as
Oh,
though I don't think the main character should have ever been able to talk.
I don't think there should have been any dialogue, just in general.
Was
Yeah.
is it designed to be more of a silent film than anything?
Not even close, no. Like, there's only one character that cannot speak, but, like, when nobody's talking, it's just so much atmosphere. But it's not dialogue heavy, but, you know, it's just, like, normal talking. Talking is just, like, a thing they do.
Dialogueless.
Yeah, it is, well, I don't want to spoil it, because it sounds like you've never even heard of it.
No.
Maybe you will remember a picture. Let's see if you recognize this. It also came out in 2009.
Oh, okay. So it's recent.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay.
Yeah, here, copy image. We'll send that over to you. This. Have you ever seen a picture that looked like that?
Oh my god, I don't think I have. I have not, no.
It came out on 9/9/2009. That's pretty swag.
That's pretty swag.
That was one of the first movies to introduce me to existential terror.
God, I'm getting oh god, what is that mobile game called? There's a mobile game that I got a long...
Angry Birds.
No.
Where's my water?
Machinarium.
Oh, that's not a mobile game. That's a 90s. That's a DOS thing. Yeah.
Well, I played it as a mobile game on my phone, but I still have it on my phone. But I'm getting a lot of like Machinarium vibes from that.
Yeah, yes. I played it on my old Windows 95 PC back in the day.
I love Machinarium so much.
That's a pretty good one. Clive Barker did a lot of stuff. Undying was one, but not Undying. What was the other one? But yeah, Machinarium. That's a pretty similar. The themes, the whole overarching theme is different.
There's a lot of thematic elements that are very similar, like just the way the world looks.
Aesthetic difference. There's aesthetic similarities, but the actual theme of like the story of Machinarium and the story of 9 are not alike.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm sure.
Sort of they are, but not really.
Unless 9 is about someone who gets thrown out of society, then he has to make his way back in order to save his partner and then flee again, only to be caught in an endless loop. I would assume not.
The endless loop part, to a degree,
is it an endless loop? I don't remember.
I can't remember that.
It is not. No.
No, I mean, in Machinarium, was that an endless loop?
I have no idea what even that is.
No, it's been probably, again, like 17, 18 years since I played that game. But, they might not have any thematic similarities at all. No, 9 is about the concept of the soul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, it does soul and reality and existence. It shares a lot of similarities with the original, oh my god, The Matrix.
That's the best similarity, basically, you can make of it right now.
Of movies that I believe you have a chance of having seen, yes.
Okay.
Of course, again, aesthetically, no similarities.
No, yeah.
Until Neo wakes up. Then, it's very similar aesthetically. But, prior to that, everything else, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of existence, mortality, soul.
I need to play Machinarium again. But you said it's a lot. It has the thematic is like what, existential dread? Is that what you said?
Existential crisis. It's existential dread to a degree. If you've seen 9, what other thing do you think that it kind of tells the same story or sends the same message as 9? Because there's one thing. Land of the Lustrous kind of tells a similar story.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to compare it to.
I think you'd like Land of the Lustrous. I say to both of you. Yes.
The thing is that looking at the movie poster for 9, I feel like I've seen it before. I've definitely seen it, but I don't think I've ever watched it. But I have seen like that image somewhere. It's just been forever.
I've probably brought it up before.
Probably.
It sounds like something I would bring up, but that was targeted specifically at Iffy. I think you'd like Land of the Lustrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. I've watched it twice recently, actually.
What's it about?
That's a good question. So this is a post-humanity thing, which it tells you pretty early on, or if it doesn't expressly say it, I mean, you're going to figure it out. It's a thing. You don't know how or why things happened, but now there's this island somewhere, possibly on Earth, possibly not. I think it's on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But it is inhabited by maybe 24 humanoid gemstones that are biologically immortal, and their only real purpose is, they don't really have a purpose. The only thing they're really doing is just kind of living their life and fending off cloud people from the moon that regularly come down from the sky to hunt them for their bodies so they can turn it into jewelry.
Oh my.
And anything else would spoil story beats.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, I will say though, while it does have fight scenes, it's not an action show.
Are they like short fight sequence or?
Decently short. You don't get whole episodes of fighting.
Oh, it's a show. Okay, I was thinking it was a movie.
No, the anime adaptation of the manga is incomplete from the manga. I think the manga ended recently or is going to end soon, but it's been in serialization for the better part of a decade, I believe.
Damn.
But it only got like 12, 13 episodes, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. That covers, I believe, the first third of the manga. Maybe the first, no, it can't be more than the first third. First quarter even.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, it was good.
How interesting.
It's not something you can really watch with other people, though. It's something you've got to be sitting in the dark alone with headphones, just completely immersing yourself in. You'll find that a lot of things I like show-wise, the only real way to watch them is alone in the dark, completely immersed with headphones or surround sound of some sort.
Interesting. When was the last time you went to a movie theater, my guy?
Endgame?
What? Oh, Endgame? Really?
Yeah.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
And prior to that, I think I saw Infinity War, and prior to that, I think I saw Iron Man 3. Prior to that, I think I saw the last Hunger Games movie with Nick before I moved out of Oregon the first time. And prior to that, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Ooh.
Yeah, we didn't really do theaters. We mostly just kind of waited the month or two until it came out on Redbox.
And then watched them.
And then we would get usually by then we'd get a coupon for like a 50-cent rental, and then we'd watch the movie.
I see.
And if we liked it, we would buy it on DVD or Blu-ray. Yeah, we didn't really go to the movie theaters.
My dad, my grandfather, and I, we love going to see movies in theaters. This basically became a little mini tradition for us. Every time there's a movie out, we always either go see it opening night or just after. Or if it's a movie that's gonna have a lot of larger traction, then we go see it a week after. But we love watching movies in theaters.
Just any movie?
Well, movies that interest us, obviously. Like the last movie we saw was Godzilla Kong: The New Empire.
It's out?
Yeah, that's been out for a couple weeks now.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a really fun time. And the reason, my grandfather is really interested or, really loves the CGI of things. He's really big into that, so that's another reason why he loves seeing it in theaters, is because then you have a larger screen, you have better sound, and you can see
most people.
He's older, so he can see it better, and he's just so
the screen I get. It's hard to get like a 100-foot screen.
Yeah.
But if you get him like a nice pair of headphones, even like $300, you'll get better sound than any theater.
He's more interested in the
I assume so.
Than the audio.
I'm just making comments because this is one of the few things I know a lot about: sound quality.
Yeah.
So I feel required to make a comment. Anyway. Yeah, no, I get that. I would have liked to have seen Godzilla -1 in theaters, but it was only in theaters for like 3 days.
3 days?
Maybe less.
Less?
Yeah.
In Arizona?
Yeah. No, in the United States.
Oh, no, it was in theaters for like a couple weeks.
No, -1.
I know.
It was only available for 3. Fuck. You said you got it for longer than 3 days up there?
Yes. We got it for like a couple weeks.
I sure as fuck didn't.
What the hell?
Man, fuck the theaters. The one movie I wanted to see in like 5 years, and it's like, nah, we're good. Best Buy doesn't sell Blu-rays anymore. Apparently they're an obsolete media.
Pisses me off too.
I feel rage.
DVDs and Blu-rays are slowly becoming out of what's the word? Out of
popularity.
Yeah, I guess. And it makes me very sad because I love discs. I love physical media. Yeah. Give me physical media any day over digital. Digital
because
is nice for convenience. Right? Physical is nice for keepsakes.
Here's the thing. Digital is nice for convenience only when it's actually convenient, because there's nowhere that I can watch John Carpenter's The Thing on any mainstream streaming platform. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Hulu. It's not on... I think it might be on HBO Max.
I was going to say, have you tried every single streaming platform? That includes Paramount, Max...
The problem is they cycle, right? So when the last time I checked on this, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, it just did not exist on any streaming service. But now it says it is only available on Tubi.
Interesting, yeah.
But that means I have to tolerate ads. 1982.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like something that Tubi would have instead of, one of the bigger ones like...
But there was a point where it was on HBO Max, and then you can buy it on Amazon Prime for $4, YouTube for $4, starting at $4 on Fandango. Why the fuck?
Go to eBay, see if you can find it on like a VHS, or maybe even possibly...
That's what I've been trying to do. Well, if I would go this way, I'd probably go VHS just for the extra $5. VHS, what we got? It's $57.
Huh?
That's the cheapest. Nope, there's one for $30.
Oh,
Plus $5 shipping. Here's one for 85. Here's one for 125. Oh, here's one for 10.
$10. That means there's something
Canadian
wrong with it.
release.
Look.
Canadian release. That's the problem. So it's in PAL, which means it won't function on my VHS player.
Also, the tape is made out of fucking
Maple syrup.
yeah. So
That's gonna ruin my American machine.
It's gonna be really sticky.
Yeah, it's like all the cheap ones are at PAL region, so I can't actually watch these. Fine, give me the fucking DVD, because I want it to be like in shit quality, right? So that I can actually like not see anything, but also see it the way it adds more to the atmosphere. There's just some movies where 4K is bad for them. Most things from the 70s fit into this category. Anything in black and white fits into this category.
Especially when they're not in like a 16:9 aspect ratio or whatever the normal movie aspect ratio is, whatever it is. I don't fucking know.
That depends on the year, because it was pretty inconsistent for a while. And it was an artistic thing. And if you try and watch anything French from like the 1920s, 30s, or 40s, it's just a pain in the ass. Like Hexen, like that just fuck dude, that one's. I mean, you could probably get away with watching fucking Citizen Kane in 4K, but that's only because they didn't really use a lot of special effects or anything. So there's no fishing line to be shown off.
Yeah.
Is it Hexen? Or, no, it's not Hexen. Hexen's the video game. Hassan? It's Hassan,
Hey.
1922.
Is this a movie? What are you talking about?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1922. It's one of the first horror movies ever made. It has to deal with witchcraft, demonology, Satanism, stuff like that.
Classic,
and it's
comic
Swedish.
theaters at the time. Swedish.
Yes. It's actually one of the first existential terrors too, because they got some pretty weird shit. Not even like scary, just like weird shit, dude. I've seen it once, and I've been unable to find a decent viewable copy that is
Actually
attainable,
Oh.
or that's complete, or that doesn't have watermarks all over the screen.
Ugh, yeah.
Anyway, no, I've All Quiet on the Western Front, the original one.
Ooh.
That one. I'm not sure if that one would work well or not in 4K.
All Quiet on the Western Front. That's a good one.
Yeah, they made there was a remake of that one that was pretty good as too, but it's like a bit faster paced and more.
I'm trying to remember. There was a movie based on two soldiers in World War. I think it was World War One, where the entire movie was all quote unquote one shot, where it looked like it was all in one shot. Besides somewhere in the middle where like one of the characters gets knocked out or something, and then it goes to black. Anyway, but. Like, there's a lot of hidden cuts, but it makes it look as if it's all one shot. I'm trying to remember what the movie was.
If I know it, I don't know it for that reason.
But, it came out several years ago. It came out in the 2010s, I think. But the two names that is it 1917 or is it Dunkirk?
Oh, 1917 was good. Never saw Dunkirk, though.
I don't remember.
1917 was about the guy trying to deliver a letter, so I don't believe...
Was there another guy with him?
No, not that I remember.
I don't know.
So I think you're thinking Dunkirk, only because I don't recognize a movie from what you're describing, and I haven't seen Dunkirk, but I've seen 1917. I remember two movies now that sort of fit this... Well, one of them fits this theme, sort of. It's called Overlord. It was like 2019 or so. That one was pretty badass. Nazi zombies for the win, dog. It was Call of Duty Nazi Zombies, the movie, and it was awesome. There was another one from the 2010s called Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it was.
It's got some heavy lollipop chainsaw vibes. No, yeah, I know. Sucker Punch has got some pretty heavy lollipop chainsaw vibes, and Pseudo 51, that fucking weirdo, makes some good shit, man.
Oh, it is 1917.
It is?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, 1917. It was all one shot. Or,
apparently, I don't remember that movie. Well, add that to the list. I could have sworn.
Was 1917 actually shot in one take? The entirety of 1917, a drama set during World War II, follows a pair of young soldiers trying to deliver a message to stop an attack. It was not actually shot in one take, but rather a series of continuous, uncut shots that were then cleverly connected to give the feeling of one long take. Okay.
So I sort of remember. I remember the letter. I didn't remember the friend, and I didn't ever hear the thing about one long take.
Well, I mean, that's one of those things you kind of have to look at.
Oh, I just remember being like, yes, this looks like movie.
Movie go burr.
Movie go
Photons go brr. Eyeballs say...
Eyeballs say it's upside down. Brain says it's right side up. Fuck you.
Ears say, ah. My speakers are too loud.
My fucking speakers.
My subwoofer is making my chest break.
Eardrums say I'm dead now.
Eardrums say nothing. They are dead. You can't hear words anymore.
Mouth says what?
Mouth says, yes, more.
God, I forgot how fucking loud this game is. Holy shit balls.
Glad Discord has audio problems on the stream because it's not making any noise at all. Dude, Sucker Punch was a trip.
Sucker Punch?
Yeah, it's like 2010, 2011, somewhere around there.
Sucker
This looks
Punch.
entirely different.
Yeah, that does not look like... What's this
I'm
game
just
called?
curious
again?
what the new killer looks like, Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it's had a lot of updates. All these killers down here. Oh, they finally added Chucky.
Huh.
I've been asking for that forever. All of these have been since the last time I played.
They got Hellraiser in there?
Yeah, Hellraiser's been in there for a while. I like this guy. He looks... That's nice. I like that guy.
Oh god.
He looks delightful.
They have Sadako in there, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. They still got Pyramid Head?
Oh, yeah. Once you purchase one, you will have it forever, even if it's removed from the game. You can still play it.
Cool.
And I know that because they did that with this guy for a while because...
The Demogorgon, because copyright problems.
Copyright, but I still had it during that time. I would use it because I got
You
it
bought it.
prior.
Yeah.
I kind of want Chucky, but yeah, Pyramid Head's right there.
I never could get into this game. I thought it was a bit too... Like, there's not enough for the survivors to do.
There's plenty to do. It depends on the killer you fight, really, nowadays. There's so many different killers, and each one comes with its own challenges. I don't know
Yeah.
who the fuck these people are. I barely know this one at all. This was the newest one last time I played.
Hopefully once
And I had all of them last time I played, too.
Right.
hopefully
Sadako. Sorry, Josh, go ahead.
hopefully once the second or the third FNAF movie comes out, they'll finally add Springtrap because god fucking damn it. Springtrap would be the only reason for me to get this game. I
I
want
mean, I only bought it for Pyramid Head, but then I just didn't enjoy gameplay. Unfortunate.
Springtrap, Springtrap, Springtrap. Ah! I mean, production has already begun on the second one, so
Cool. I still haven't
Very
seen the
excited for
first.
that.
Was it good, Josh?
I loved it.
Was it lore friendly, Josh?
Yes, actually. I mean,
All right, that's all I care about.
here's the thing. Here's the difference between Scott Cawthon and Blumhouse versus Bethesda.
Scott gives a shit.
Scott gives a
And
shit.
Blumhouse hired
Yes.
Scott Cawthon. Yes.
And he said that it has separate lore versus Bethesda, whereas Bethesda said, "Oh yeah, it's part
canon.
of the games." No, the movie
then-
is not part of the games.
You know the thing that irritated me the most about the Fallout series? I was like, it might be good. And I'm like, yeah, it might be. And then I saw an interview by the director. He's like, yeah, it's just not an actual possibility being able to please fans of anything. So we're not even going to bother trying. And I'm like, well, this is a man that is
Wow.
not good at his job. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
After that, I just lost all hope for it being good.
I think that's why Scott Cawthon doesn't do interviews. Every time there's a new image of him, he looks different in every single goddamn image.
Because each image is taken like 7 years apart.
Or like 2 months. Like literally, there were images of him on the FNAF set, and then there was an image that he actually did his like first camera appearance on Matt Pat's goodbye video, and it was like he was a completely different person, and it made no goddamn sense.
Lamau.
He's like a Pokemon evolving.
How many Thunderstones does it take to evolve a Scott Cawthon into a Cot Scotham? I couldn't think of anything, so I just swapped the letters.
No, that made it funnier, dude. The first, I guess not teaser image, but like, Jim Henson, Creature Workshop company thing is working on the animatronics, just like they did for the first movie, for the second
So
movie.
long, I don't know what to
And
use.
there was an image of a guy working on, a small model of Mangle that was dropped today, so that's very exciting. Do you know which one is Mangle? I don't think you do.
Because of internet things, the only one I know the name of is Freddy and Chica. And I wish I didn't.
I would look, well...
I'd have them through cow-adjacent knowledge. I know these names. And I must say, every time Cow sends me something, I lose a little bit more willingness to be happy.
Let me see.
Fuck it. I don't remember how to play, but I'm just gonna go for it. There's probably new maps I don't know anymore either.
That is Mangle.
Ah, this thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotta say, the only thing I really know about...
You've probably seen Mangle before and other art. That makes them look really different.
Stop.
No. No, I haven't, actually.
Thank God. Thank God.
Good for you.
Haven't. You don't want to.
No, you really don't.
I've seen worse things, though.
I'm sure you have.
What was I about to say? Yeah, the only thing I know about Scott
Where's
Kaufman
my fuck
and
your
any of
items
his
button?
games, aside from Five Nights at Freddy's, was popular. I mean, that's as far as I know about it. It was popular, and is still not as popular, but it was like pretty popular for a time there. It may or may not have been the entire reason YouTube gaming exists today, aside from Minecraft. I saw a video from a YouTuber by the name of Solar Sands exploring every game Scott Cawthon made that was not Five Nights at Freddy's related, and there was some freaky shit.
There's some interesting games, yeah.
Dude definitely had a phase there where he did have like a crises of existence.
Well,
And
because
made some good shit.
he loved making games, but no one was giving him a chance.
I mean, welcome to reality, buddy.
By doing
then-
what? Playing his games or what? Or
So
By buying his games,
buying and
or publishing them.
And it wasn't until someone made a video on, like, I guess a review on one of his games, which is called, I think it
Can't
was
See
called
Shit?
Chipper
Or
and
those
Sons
products.
Lumber Co. It was called.
Yep, it's like he thought character designs were creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that's like, oh, okay then.
He was like,
I guess no. I think what he said was bet. And then Five Nights at Freddy's was born.
Five Nights at Freddy's was born.
And then 3 months later, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, 3, 4, and 5 all dropped on the same day.
All on the same day. No breather.
This man did not sleep for several months. And then he woke up one morning. Oh, I guess I'm a multi-millionaire now. Okay then.
And then he spawned an entire
Genre
of games, as well as an entire new section of game jolts.
The only reason that I might not like the guy is because for a good 5-6 years, he ruined indie horror. Everything turned out to be like, oh yes, child fears, creepy things, of course, yes. So I'm sure you've seen memes about it. It's like, between these years, every horror game on Steam, every horror game that came out was always like, oh, you are a child in a daycare. It's nice and fun during the day, but at night, oh no, shadows make the clothes look scary in the corner. This is the
Shadows
monster.
make the clothes make.
Like, you know what I mean, right? They try
Yeah.
to take things that are all cute and innocent. It's like, oh, but what if they was like corrupted and evil? And it's like, wow, this is the lamest shit ever. It's like us right after Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and that in itself being, innovative and inventive and creative and unique, like that was good. Every game that came after it for the period of like 6 years was dog shit in the horror sector, and that's incredibly disappointing.
I guess I never really focused on it.
I've been a fan of the horror since mid-aughts, so I was very into it at the time.
I suppose it's because it's a very... I suppose it's probably because it's a very simple genre. Because, take this thing that you liked as a child, and then, give it a horror twist, and then it becomes scary, basically.
It's poetic in a sense.
Yeah.
Because as a child, I grew up liking horror games and stuff because they were like the only way that you could think about existence or reality and just delve deep into the philosophy of it. And this corrupted
I'm
that
not playing with
innocence and thought and turned it into dog shit and jump scares and not good anymore. There's no depth. There's no passion. There's no soul, ironically. It just completely ruined it. And I pieced out of the entire genre for that entire time period. And the first one was pretty good, though. The first Five Nights at Freddy's, that's an exception.
Yeah.
But I have a vile hatred for everything that came after it, for the effect it had on the genre.
I think, I'm not sure, but either FNAF 2 or FNAF 4 are probably considered the scariest out of the entire franchise.
If it's still just jump scares, then I disagree.
Well, it's not just jump scares, but it's also what leads up to them.
I know there's a degree of building tension, but never could find the animatronics designs anything more than a bit creepy. Scary was the furthest thing from my mind. It was more just because it was a new type of game, you know? Also, it was like super cheap. I could afford it back then. I think I had it on my iPod Touch, and I was like, that was fun for like the hour and a half that it lasted.
Yeah, because, well, that, and also, you know, as the game, or, you know, as the franchise grew, there started to become more a, what's the word I'm looking for? Story. And then, you know, eventually, that being, like, probably 6 years ago, then the story was just like, okay, what is even going on anymore? And it's been like that ever since.
So it kind of lost the train of thought and just went off the rails completely.
Yes, but I still love it even because of that.
Yeah, Fate did that.
Because in the original, you know, in the first Five Nights at Freddy, it was, you know, you had to look for the lore, and, you know, it didn't jump out at you.
Yeah, it was like Dark Souls-ish lore, in the sense that you had to, like, go out of your way to find it. Mm-hmm, otherwise it was just a jump scare game. Random
posters of crying children appearing on the hallway walls, newspaper clippings at the end of the halls, random, you know, bits, and, you know, just, you know, hearing the animatronics groans.
I think the real issue with, like, the OG, like, first 4 or 5 Five Nights at Freddy's is the first one. Dude had to put effort in to just develop the concept and make it as good as possible. Every consecutive one after that, he pumped out so quickly, there just wasn't time to add the detail that the first one had. I mean, he might have had ideas and refined the concept quite a bit, which obviously he did.
Yes.
But it just didn't have the same magic that the first one did.
No.
Yeah. It's not even this guy. It's like, this guy's doing one thing. He's got a series going. It's everybody else, every other developer, the motherfuckers that just decided, yeah, what if we just stopped trying? And they all went the way of Homestuck and Undertale, and it just got weird.
Can you consider Undertale horror?
No, although it doesn't.
I don't think it is, no.
No, it's just alright, I put those in the same, like, line of things for 2 reasons. 1, they came out at the same era and were both, like, indie, right? And 2, Tumblr really liked them.
Oh, God.
And you know, if Tumblr likes something, they just ruin it for everyone else.
Five Nights at Freddy's became, obviously, it spawned an entire...
It's iconic.
It is iconic for what it built, but it also, as you said, you know, destroyed its own genre.
Yep.
Not on purpose, but...
No, it's just by being
by existing.
An leader, by being an innovator. It kind of fucked the industry by being so good that it's like, okay, well, this is it
I
now.
swear these people are stupid.
Or they're just trolling you. Both are possible.
No, they're like throwing.
Huh.
Because I wouldn't have gotten any kills, they could have just left. But instead, they were like, "No, let's go annoy the killer." And so I'm gonna get 2 of them. Stupid, and I might get 3.
I don't even remember what brought me back into the horror genre. Oh, yes, I do. It was Jeff Vandermeer's Annihilation.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, buddy, you've got some new shit to watch or read, because, you know, it's a trilogy.
Is it a book series? Or
it's a book series that got a movie adaptation of the first book, and the movie adaptation was wonderful.
Oh, idiots.
Wonderful?
Wonderful.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Forgot how weird the community in this game is.
I mean, just look at the kind of game it is. Thankfully, Tumblr died before this got, like, super mainstream. Otherwise, they would have done the same thing they did to Undertale to this game. You know, a person's weird and something's going to die and you want nothing to do with it. And someone, and by someone I mean a group of people, start to fetishize the clown thing from it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Pennywise? Are you fucking serious?
Yes. And then they started to hate the character after, I guess, a gay guy and It too got killed by Pennywise. And there's like, oh, he's homophobic. He's not good. Obviously, he's not good, you motherfucker. He's been killing children this whole time.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
He's been killing, raping, and eating children. How do you think he was a good guy in any context?
That's funny.
Literally, at the end of the first movie, you see a whole bunch of children corpses floating in the fucking air.
Now, I do remember my favorite Myers build, though. and I don't have any of the stuff for it.
That's
That
another
is-
series that like should not have had more than one entry into it.
Halloween.
Yeah. Okay, and Jason X is kind of funny. But aside from that, also Freddy Krueger versus Jason was also
That
pretty
was funny.
Aside from those two, Freddy Krueger versus Jason and Jason X, Jason in space. Ooh. Aside from those two, there should have only been one Halloween.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
agree.
there a recent Halloween that came out like a year or two ago?
Yeah, and I saw the trailer for it, and I'm like, yeah, that's who'll kill this guy, not those young, fit, tall, buff as shit, heavily armed SWAT team members. No, the old woman, the old frail woman with a knife that smokes a pack a day. Sure, buddy. Yeah, that's who's gonna kill Jason. Sure, buddy. Sure.
All right.
Not the like 5 dudes that are all like 6'5", 300 pounds of pure muscle, packing full SWAT gear, fully automatic rifles, and shotguns as sidearms. No, they're fucked. Yeah.
Isn't Jason invincible though?
Jason's immortal, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it is actually impossible to kill him, so how do they end each movie? Because I've actually never seen them.
I think the first one, I don't remember if it was the first one, but one of them that like encased him in stone or something and then put him at the bottom of the lake. No, one of them he just fucks off and just walks into the lake.
What?
And it's the end of the movie.
Why? Did he kill everyone?
No,
So what?
because the old frail woman is the only survivor of the first movie. And she's like, oh, it's been 20 years. I must kill him as a final revenge, magic, evil demon plot thing. But it's like, bitch, please. Fuck off. I did not watch it. I was unwilling to spend money on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be good. It might be bad. I'm leaning towards the possibility that it's terrible, honestly.
Probably.
But who knows? I mean, I've never heard anyone talk about it since it came out in theaters, and that was probably last summer, maybe 2 years ago. And there are a few things I hear about, but those things are horror, just in general, movies, books, games, and audiophile stuff, like the Meze Lyric 2 released, I think, last week, and supposedly it's a noticeable improvement over the original, and worse in several ways for the same price. So, hey, that's cool. Too bad it's a $2,000 headphones.
Haha.
It's not even the most expensive one out there by a long shot.
No, that's the Sennheiser.
No, that's also not the most expensive one by a
No?
long shot. It's pretty expensive. It's 60 grand.
I was gonna
But-
say it's like 60 grand.
Yeah, it's not close to being the most expensive one. No, I forget the name of it because I just decided it was there's no way it could possibly be worth it. But it was like $150,000. At least it was electrostats, right? So everything past a certain price point is electrostatic, which is, I mean, it fucking better be. If you're giving me normal dynamic drivers at this price point, I'm just gonna kick you in the teeth, buddy. There are a few things out there that I have been, I got the money for my car being totaled, and I'm like, I could buy one of these now. And I almost pulled the trigger one late night on a pair of Focal Stellias. I almost pulled the trigger on them.
You say $3,000 headphones?
Yes.
Damn, expensive, dude.
Damn.
I almost did. It was very late. Are you curious on seeing what they look like?
I think you've shown them to me like 3 times before.
I don't think I've
You
seen
may
them
be.
before.
These ones are...
Oh, this is a good map for this because it's small
Oh, these, buddy.
and close to me.
These are endgame. These are the Meze Empyreans, but the Empyreans are discontinued because the Empyrean 2s are out. I don't like the Empyrean 2s because they're not copper anymore. They're like just normal carbon fiber and black painted metal, and it's boring now. Bring the copper back. And those $3,000 headphones are unique almost in the sense that people that buy them say, I saved up for 4 years to get a pair of these.
Oh god.
I regret not a single penny. These things are fucking amazing. And those are handmade in France.
In France?
Yeah, I think they're handmade in like Marseille or something. Those aren't even their most expensive. I think their most expensive ones, the Utopias, are like $5,000, but I'm not interested in the Utopias because they look boring. God, they're pretty.
They are a nice color.
They call it chocolat, which is French for brown.
Oh. Okay.
No, it means chocolate.
I was
I
gonna
think
say.
that was obvious.
I was gonna say. I was like, interesting. So either
Yeah.
you're lying to me, or
Hey, I'm not totally lying. Chocolate is brown.
what about white chocolate?
That's not chocolate. That's cancer. I don't like white chocolate. It doesn't taste like chocolate. It is too sweet that it makes my teeth hurt and gives me a headache. And it's not chocolate.
I like it. What does that say about me, huh?
It means you're a child with
That's a good thing.
Yes, it means you'll live longer. And you can still afford to eat like shit without getting very, very dire consequences several hours later. You lucky bastard.
Damn right. I have the worst dental hygiene on earth, and I haven't gotten a single thing. What's it
I've
called?
been to a dent cavity.
That's it.
I've been to a dentist maybe once in the past 15 years, and when I showed up, they're like, holy fuck, you have some of the cleanest teeth I've ever seen. I'm like, thanks, I brush twice a week. And they're like, what, really? I'm like, no, of course not. Once a day, though, yeah. I'm not one of those morning and night people. That's outrageous. I just don't eat a bunch of crap because I'm too lazy to make anything, so I just kind of...
Eat whatever you see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to cook a carrot. You don't have to cook carrots. You could just, like, pick one out of the ground and just start chewing on it.
God, you want to know what I want right now? I want a banana.
Bananas are good.
I want a banana right now. We don't have any bananas.
Yeah,
Either that or
most
a
of my
pear.
Fuck.
pears are good. I haven't had pear in a long time. I finally tried dragon fruit. It was bland and tasteless.
I've never had one.
It was... I don't suggest it because it was $5 for one fruit. It was, pink on the outside and black and white on the inside, so that was cool to see.
Interesting.
I thought it would be creamy. It was apple texture, and those little black things are like seeds, like a banana has.
Uh-huh.
And
Banana
it tasted... Yeah, bananas have seeds, right?
No, we get seedless bananas, I think. Unless you eat them with
Huh.
the peel, like a maniac.
Like a Mexican. That's how they do it down there. That's how my granddad did it.
I wouldn't know.
I mean,
You're
I would assume you
you're-
never met my grandfather.
Well, yeah, but also, you're closer to Mexico than either of us right now.
Both physically and spiritually.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, dragon fruit. It tastes kind of like Jamaica de agua. The agua. My accent's going gringo.
Agua? Is that not water?
Yes, there's two kinds of Jamaica. There's ones that are dry, and then there's ones that are actually ripe. Jamaica de agua. Jamaica is sweeter than dragon fruit. It tastes like you take the texture of an apple, but the flavor of water, and that's it.
Yeah.
Very possible it could have just been like not the best in the batch, But
Maybe.
yeah, at the cost of $5 per piece of fruit, I'm unwilling to find out myself.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Maybe it's like one of those things. So how big are they? Are they pretty big, or are they like the size of a cantaloupe, or like the size of an apple?
They're bigger than an apple, like a grapefruit.
So it can still kind of fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah,
Because I was gonna suggest like maybe it's one of those things where it's like a watermelon, where you have to. Some watermelon are better than others, and you gotta knock on it in order to find out.
no, that's how you find out if it's still ripe or rotten.
That's
Right? I don't understand watermelon.
God, I love watermelon. Whenever we get watermelon in at Costco, my dad always picks one up.
I like
Maybe two.
kiwis a lot. Kiwis
Kiwis?
are great. Yeah, it's the hairy one. That's like a golf ball size.
Oh yeah,
But they're green on the inside and amazing.
I tried a kiwi once. It was the hair put me off.
You don't eat the hair though.
Maybe that was my problem.
Josh, buddy, you eat the hair off a kiwi. You like try and sip soda like it's whiskey. I don't understand how you. Buddy, where you're getting your information, I'm very curious.
I don't know. 7th grade.
Oh
Not
no,
even
I
that.
can't make sense.
Probably
I just think
even
your
6th
parents are like recovering griefers, and they're just like, well, gotta do it to someone.
Maybe.
So they've just been like teaching us certain like unimportant things just wrong. So one day they'll be like, bro, what? Just like, son, this is how you drink soda. And he just takes a mouthful of it and holds it in his mouth for like 40 seconds
You go to
until
the
the bubbles.
You go to the bathroom for your first time and you put on the seatbelt.
Seatbelt. Don't you mean airbag?
Oh, wait, have I been doing it wrong?
Oh my god. It's like, no, thank you. I'll
Honestly,
take my shrimp with the shell.
That'd be No, some people actually do that.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's honestly a really funny scenario. You teach your kid that you
Just
have to go to the bathroom with a seatbelt. Then their first day at school, they have to go to the bathroom. They go in, they come back, and they're like, "Where's the seatbelt?"
I've heard that one before.
No, you can't. You can't go to the bathroom without a seatbelt. Yeah, you know what I'm referencing, Iffy.
Yes.
Just like teaching your kid random things, just like inconsequential things, just the wrong way.
Yeah.
All right, back to easy killer. Well, hard killer to learn, but like one of the strongest once you know her. And why would I want to thicken the dark mist as a sight killer? What am I doing?
Because then you're thicker.
No, I'm stupid. That's what
You're
I have.
thick.
It fits in with the community based on the last game, you know. Haha. Jokes.
Ha ha. So funny.
Why did we not record that? That would have been an amazing vibe episode that we just did for the past hour.
How do you? What makes you think I didn't?
Oh, thank God.
Hey, nice.
Oh.
I have hardly talked at all this whole time. I'm just kind of vibing. Playing
Hour,
Dead
8
by
minutes.
Daylight. Badly, might I add. I am terrible at this game right now. Holy shit balls. Like,
Hey,
I
buddy.
used to be a tier 1 killer, and now I am just bad. For lack of a better word, I bottom of the bottom.
But I've still got it in Forza.
Low in the barrel. It's because you play Forza like 8 hours a day.
Maybe.
I'm sure if I played this for a lot again, I'd be good at it again. But
I've been hearing the
controller rumble.
Yeah, I've been hearing the controller rumble in the back, and I was like, "That's got to be Forza."
Yeah, of course it's Forza.
God.
There's 2 games I play with a controller, Nier and Forza.
God, I want to play Forza so bad.
You're gonna need either a better graphics card and much
Oh.
more storage, or an Xbox.
Yeah.
On the bright side, Josh, the
God.
other great racing series that you do have access to,
Gran Turismo.
you know, Gran Turismo.
I don't want to get Gran Turismo and then be disappointed because I'm not sure if it has like an open world or anything.
Oh, it is not an open world. It is entirely a racing sim.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I'm glad I didn't get it because I like just driving. I like the open world aspect of everything.
Forza Horizon would fit your things though, but not Forza Motorsport because that's also just sim only tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, I got news.
That's one hell of a news.
I know, right? Glad you understood. I don't have to repeat myself. Anyway, but no, in reality, finally, someone on AutoTrader responded to me, being interested in wanting to take a look at the car. And I have a meeting Friday morning to go look at a car. So I may be getting a car soon.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Car.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be this one. I had 3 options left, and it was either a Jaguar XKR from the year 2000, which reasonably I probably shouldn't get for 2 reasons. One, it's in fucking what's the name of that town?
Brisbane.
No, it's not that far. Oh god. No, it's in
Wales.
again. It's not that far. Pasadena.
Oh, I was close.
No.
You could
No,
just
you're
say,
a couple.
You could
You're a
just
couple
say,
oceans
"No."
away. I'm sorry. I'm only a liar when I want to be. Anyway, no, the Jaguars in Pasadena, and also I don't think going from a 160 horsepower front-wheel drive to a 400 horsepower supercharged V8
damn.
would have been a good idea.
I mean,
You know, it's a matter of time, my man.
I don't know if it's good. I'll probably just say fuck it, this is the one, and just get it. So if I send you pictures on Friday, you'll see what the car looks like.
dope. The car that you're currently,
I don't have a car right now.
no, the one that got totaled or whatever. That's the one that we took on the trip, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's the one that had a much worse accident then. Again, this one there was a dent in the fender, and then my insurance was like, yeah, but it's like 18 years old. We're just gonna total it without asking you, or telling you, or letting you know anything until it's already in the salvage yard, and you can't do anything about it except accept it.
I do be like that, though.
Which, I mean, it's just great that someone else can just take your own property that they don't own and just decide for you what happens to it. That's nice, without, any of your input.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I will be changing insurance companies.
About time.
Yeah.
Because they did not help you when we were Eastern Oregon.
Yeah, they didn't do that. And also, I've decided that paying the price of getting a ticket for driving without insurance is just going to be cheaper in the long run and in the short term. So I'm probably just going to do that from now on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just for as long as possible.
Since I'm running barbecue and chili, I know that all of the survivors are actually fairly close.
Nice. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it for the night.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. I'm out of here, boys.
Well, wait, hold on.
Right.
Just want to say thank you everyone for listening. This has been 102.8 The Vibe. I'm your host, the Wheezy Niced. Wow, nice. Wow. I am
That's been your host. You want to say it or I want to say it?
I want to say it. You always say it.
Fine.
This has been your host, the Wheezy Knight, joined by my co-host, Prime or Dondo, whichever one, with the forever guest, Iffy Author. Until next time.
It's still Prime.
Peace. There we go. I forgot.
That's
That's
the signal that we
that's
stopped
normally how I
recording.
end.